Hello world, Mining Moron here, and welcome back to another hardcore Minecraft video. In this video, I will be showing you what is probably the best base I've ever built in hardcore. But first, if you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more like it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps the channel grow. Now, let's get going. We just have to go through this portal and we will be in what I am calling Minelantis. Alright, this doesn't look like much, but when we load in, you'll see that there's a kind of large fountain over here. So yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, it's 150 blocks wide at the base and 199 blocks tall. So it's like the biggest build I've ever done in this world. Not by a lot, but it is definitely the biggest build. So yeah, there's this like little walkway type thing, and then an internal pool that's filled with all kinds of vegetation, and then there's like 6 or 7 tiers to this fountain. And if you go up here, like near the top, there's sort of like I use like slabs and water to make this sort of like infinity pool effect, like the water meets the sky thing, and the fountain even goes like way further. Let's see what it looks like from the very top. Yeah, you can see like the above ground part of Minelantis from here, like the sunken forest and the access tunnel. It's like so far away that it's barely in the render distance, and I have a pretty high render distance too. And it's upside down, but that sign says 3 kiloday pog because I started working on this fountain, like started really working on it around 3,000 days. So yeah. And it's a really long drop to the bottom, but fortunately it's like mostly water, so wee 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 wee. Oh, and yeah, there are also beacons that turn on at night. And yeah, this whole fountain, I'm calling it the Infinity Fountain because it's basically like celebrating hopefully infinite survival in this world. Like I've made it to, let's see, 3,898 days so far. Like that's almost infinity, right? Or okay, maybe not, but I've lived a pretty long time and I'm pretty proud of this. Like I think it turned out well. But yeah, on to the sunken forest. So this big box here is my guardian farm. It's not really like your stereotypical prismarine palette. It definitely uses prismarine, but I just sort of wanted to invoke kind of like a damp and I guess sunken feel because it's the sunken forest. And the same for like this setup down here with all the warped vegetation and all the mushrooms and the spruce trees, and over here there's like some bamboo and like a slime pool, and all of this is lit up to prevent mob spawns, so it's pretty safe here, except for, of course, that one lone block of dirt that I never removed when I was building this thing. But yeah, other than that, it's completely safe. There's like a little house over there too, and you also get a nice view of like a sea level view of the infinity fountain. It actually looks pretty good from here. I haven't looked at it from this angle before. So yeah, and there's some like nice shrubs over there and like a lot of prismarine rocks. Sort of like I wanted to do scattered boulders but out of prismarine because it's a sunken forest, not like a regular forest. And yeah. And also, like, I know most people who make like a fancy thing around their ocean monument, they do like a circle, but I am different and special and unique, so I am doing a square. Well, a rectangle technically, but whatever. All right, let's go over here to the main entrance to the underground part of Minelantis. God, why am I getting a slideshow? Okay, yeah, this goes all the way to the ocean floor and beyond, like all the way down to one level above bedrock. So yeah, I love flying down these stairs, but I figured I'd walk down this time so I would have time to talk, and also because I'm getting like a slideshow FPS for some reason. Oh, first detour, slime farm. Yeah, I uncovered several slime chunks actually while I was draining the ocean monument, and I built a farm out of one of them, which is down this passageway. You can kind of hear the slimes, or maybe you can't. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's plenty of slime, and yeah, there's plenty of slime in these chests. Enough that I can like use slime for decoration blocks, especially since I don't really use like the redstone properties too much because I'm not like some kind of technical Minecraft god who just makes world eaters for fun. Here, once again, in the main like hallway. This is like the longest hallway. It's almost 300 blocks long, and here we are at the trading hall with a bunch more villagers doomed to eternal imprisonment, and they also sell me stuff. Like all the ones that are selling COD are selling it at the minimum possible price. And then here's like the hallway to my guardian farm, like the collection area. You can see the guardians sort of falling in there, and then I store it all in these chests. Well, mostly fish on that side, but sea lanterns and prismarine and random junk on this side. And yeah, I also have like random chests lying around, but because my inventory management is terrible, I have all these chests and shulkers and whatever. But you know, I feel like that's part of what makes this a base as opposed to a pretty sculpture. It's like somewhere you can tell it's somewhere that some player actually lives and or works here because of all the crap I have lying around, and even in these barrels. That's the convenient thing about fishermen using barrels. I can store all kinds of stuff in here. And then it's not the only trading hall I have, because there is one over here too, with all the second-class citizen villagers. And I call them second-class citizens because most of them don't trade COD, so they have to sit all the way over here. And some of them do trade COD, but they're still second-class citizens. And this guy isn't a citizen at all. He's a zombie, but you could probably tell. I use him to persuade my subjects to lower their prices. And yeah, these guys sell COD, and one of these guys, this guy, you'll note that he sells a COD bucket for 1 emerald, and then buys 1 COD for 1 emerald. So you can basically just get free infinite buckets. You know, the lengths I go to not have an iron farm is pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the North Trading Hall, and yeah, it has a bit of a different theme, like a slightly different decor from the rest of the base with this end stone and the course plants. And then here is a map of the whole complex. It's not like 100% up to date, like it's from before I finished the Infinity Fountain, but most of it is there. Like you have the sunken forest, the fountain obviously, and the entrance to Minelantis. Obviously you can't see most of it because it's underground. And then over here, this sort of irregularity is like my old, well, it's kind of my current semi-automatic villager breeder and zombification center. I think that map is also outdated because I have a lot more random blocks lying around there now. And then over here we have a map of the spawn region with all the other stuff I've built in the overworld. Like you can see the terraforming area, the quartz sky tower and emerald city, the ender tower, the ice mansion, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I do want to do a lot of work in like this region, like right around world spawn in like days 4,000 to 5,000. Like I have some big plans for this area. So here we're getting sort of near the end of the hallway. We have one more cool little room here. There's the arboretum. It's just like some trees, well, fake trees, but yeah. The thing I love about these is like they look kind of tree-like, but they also like use blocks from all 3 dimensions. Like there's the prismarine from the overworld and the nether wart blocks from the nether, obviously, and then the end rods from the end, and I think the whole three of them go really well together, and I sort of like the red, white, and blue palettes. And then up here we have something I built while I was waiting for enough prismarine for the infinity fountain. Instead of AFKing, I like to build stuff while I wait for my farms to work. So, oh my god, the TPS. So yeah, I built an aquarium with like every major ocean biome. So yeah, this is obviously frozen ocean. We have a polar bear, and then over here, I didn't know what made cold oceans unique, so I put in some ocean ruins, and there's a drowned down there, and also some squid. Those were kind of painstaking to get in here. I might do a tutorial on how I got those in here at some point. And then more garbage and shulker boxes. Nothing interesting in those, but we have a normal ocean here, and like the ocean ruins in the cold ocean were pretty much authentic replicas of the actual structures, but even the smallest of the vanilla shipwrecks was too big for this tank, so I kind of had to make my own tiny little boat. It's not very good, but I didn't have much space to work with. And then over here, we have the lukewarm ocean, some tropical fish, and some drowned, and warm ocean ruin, because they're actually like multiple variants to ocean ruins. There's like the cold and the warm variants, so this is the warm variant, and there actually used to be pufferfish in here, but they kept killing the drowned, so I had to move them into the warm ocean, with where they seem to be doing just fine and coexisting peacefully. And by the way, the drowned weren't innocent. They were also killing pufferfish, but that was mostly in retaliation, so whatever. And yeah, the pufferfish are pretty peacefully coexisting in here with the tropical fish and the sea pickles and the coral, and I even brought in a couple of turtles. And then over here we have a deep ocean, like a tiny little replica ocean monument and a magma ravine thing. And I would have brought a guardian in, but in like my creative world, it kept killing itself in the magma when I tested it. So yeah, that's no good. And then over here, as soon as I be gone, slime. Okay. And then in this arboretum, there's actually one last cool little trick. You see this ladder actually leads up to, well, I'll leave you to guess where this leads. And here we are in a room. This sign is obviously sort of meant for somebody coming from the other side, but yeah, this is a secret room. Whoa, that's a really outdated map of like when I was just working on the infinity fountain. I'll probably leave it as is because it's cool. It shows a bit of history, but yeah, this is actually a room in the prismarine house. So, oh, and there's the Ocean Explorer map I used to find this place. So yeah, that's another way into like the underground Minelantis. You can go through this painting and then down the map, and yeah. So yeah, here's the rest of the house. There's nothing like too important in here, but yeah, you can like go out and oh god, the FPS. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for Minelantis. Let me know if you want me to do like other tours like this for other builds I've done. But yeah, until next, see you in the next video.